What's up guys, this is your coach Marwan from Marwan Keto Fitness. On today's video we're going to be talking about the ketogenic diet. For those of you who don't know about the ketogenic diet or the keto diet, it basically involves around the switching of the macronutrients. It's going to be about 5-to-1 ratio of fats to protein and carbohydrates. So about 85% fats, 10% protein and 5% is going to be carbohydrates. But here's the thing. You're not allowed any starchy carbohydrates, so no rice, no quinoa, no oats, no pasta, no bread. You're going to be eating a lot of fish, a lot of meat, a lot of oils, a lot of cream, a lot of nuts and seeds to make up your daily calories. So I'm going to tell you about why the ketogenic diet is not a diet to follow long term, and here is my view on it. Any diet that has restrictions on it will not be beneficial long term. You're setting yourself up for failure, guys. Simply because of the way our brains work. Whenever you crave something, whenever you restrict something, you're going to be craving something, that particular thing. So imagine that if you restrict yourself from having any of your favorite foods, all right, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when you deprive yourself of these favorite foods? Whether it's fries, whether it's a McDonald's, whether it's a pizza. You're going to go on a binge at some point, and your body's going to think, yeah, I want this food more, and you're going to have more and more of it. Whereas if that food was readily available every single day, then you wouldn't even crave it because you know it's right there in front of you. Okay, so this is the kind of the way our brains work. Now, what happens when you reduce the carbohydrates? You're going to feel very moody. In fact, moody as if anybody who is cut carbohydrates out for a period of time will know exactly what I mean. Okay, your cortisol level is going to be going through the roof. You're not going to be able to train as frequently. Never, if you're going to have the energy to train, your workout's going to suffer. You're not going to be able to lift as heavy simply because you're not able to make ATP. Those type 2 muscle fibers need ATP for explosive workouts, okay, for explosive reps. And you're going to be low on glycogen, which is the body's preferred form of energy. So yeah, it's all good going to using ketones and stuff like that, but there are better ways of actually getting your body to use fats and ketones, or even if it's just fats, rather than cutting out the carbohydrates altogether, okay? So again, whenever there's any kind of restrictions on a diet, is setting yourself up for failure. So think about the guys from The Fastest Loser, or the Loser program, the guys and girls, and all of these guys have actually put on the weight back plus interest that they lost simply because they've deprived themselves of any kind of food and they over-exercised over a period of time. So yeah, you're going to have a hard time putting on muscle. You're going to have a hard time actually maintaining the muscle that you have, never mind putting on more muscle and actually kind of reducing the amount of cortisol that you have in the body. It's because you're going to be low on glycogen and you're not going to be able to burn body fat either. Yeah, you're going to lose weight, that's without question, simply because you're cutting out water. And when you cut out water, you're going to have constipation because every gram of carbohydrate is 3 grams of water. Okay, roughly about 3 grams of water. So you can imagine how much water you've lost in your muscles. You're going to look very, very small, and you're going to look like you haven't actually worked out. So you might say to me, well, I've got lots of energy from using the ketogenic diet, and I've been feeling great, and I'm kind of lost weight. Then yeah, I'm great, wonderful. I'm genuinely really happy for you. But let's take it a step further and kind of see where you were at the beginning when you started your keto diet. I take it you weren't at 5%, 10%, or even 20% body fat. You were somewhere in the higher range. All right. So yeah, when you kind of get on that state and when you're at that level, and then you use a ketogenic diet, if you've been not used to, shall we say, disciplining yourself with the food and not knowing what kind of food does which, and you cut out carbohydrates, your blood sugar is not going up and down like a yo-yo, it's not going through peaks and troughs. So yeah, you're going to feel better because you're not actually spiking your blood sugar. Your blood sugar is kind of flatlined, and you've got stable energy throughout the whole day. And it is true, when you have fats and protein, your energy is more stable, but there comes a time where you are going to need carbohydrates. The best way to actually lose fat is to build muscle and train hard in the gym. You're not going to be able to do any of that because you're not going to be able to recover. You don't have the energy to recover, you don't have the energy to train. You're going to feel a bit thick as well and slow. It might sound a bit funny, but certain areas of the brain need glucose to function properly. So that's what happens when you cut out the carbohydrates. Now, there is a caveat in that there has been positive research about the keto diet and how good it's been in regards to curing or rather helping with certain illnesses. I read a few papers about it, and that's great. But, and again, I'll reiterate my point, any diet that has restriction is setting yourself up for failure long term. The best diets are the ones that you can actually adhere to, and any diet that has restrictions, you're not going to be adhering to it long term. Now, if you want to find a kind of the best way to try and lose fat is maybe go for a trial and error and see, discipline yourself on how many calories you're actually having per day. And what I've done a few videos on how to actually set up your calories and macros according to your body type and according to your activity levels. So it might be better to actually go for a trial and error using those, and I'll put the link down below in the video after this video. Alright guys, before I let you go, I want to show you how to increase your testosterone levels naturally. Go to the link below in the description box where it says download your free reports. Click on that link, it'll take you to the download page, and then you put your name, email address, and I'll send you your free reports. So you'll know about the benefits of testosterone. There's no need for me to talk about it now. So as ever, leave me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and let me know what videos you want me to do next by leaving me a comment below. Alright guys, we'll talk again soon.